I'm curious about something called a bignum in computing. Can you explain what it is?
Of course. In computing, a bignum refers to a data type or library that allows for the representation and manipulation of arbitrarily large numbers. It's used when numbers exceed the limits of standard data types, like integers or floating point numbers.
So, does that mean bignums can handle numbers of any size?
Yes, exactly. Bignums are designed to handle numbers with a significantly higher magnitude than what can be represented by standard data types. They can represent integers with hundreds, thousands, or even millions of digits.
How are bignums different from regular numbers?
The main difference is that bignums provide extended precision and unlimited range. Regular numbers have a fixed number of bits or digits to represent them, which imposes limitations on their size. Bignums, on the other hand, dynamically allocate memory to accommodate the size of the numbers being processed.
Can you give me an example of when bignums are useful?
Sure. Bignums are particularly useful in cryptography, where large prime numbers are essential. Cryptographic algorithms rely on the difficulty of factoring large numbers into their prime factors. Bignums enable efficient and accurate calculations required for encryption and decryption processes.
How are calculations performed on bignums?
Bignums use algorithms specifically designed for performing arithmetic operations on large numbers. These algorithms break down complex calculations into smaller, manageable steps, similar to how long division breaks down a large division problem into smaller steps. These algorithms optimize efficiency and memory usage to ensure reasonable computation times.
Are there any trade-offs when working with bignums?
Yes, there are trade-offs to consider. Since bignums require additional memory and computational resources, operations on bignums are generally slower compared to regular numbers. However, advancements in algorithms and optimizations have made bignum operations more efficient over time.
Can you provide an analogy to help me understand bignums better?
Certainly. Imagine regular numbers as small containers with a limited capacity. Once the container is full, you can't add any more items. Bignums, on the other hand, are like expandable containers that dynamically adjust their size based on the amount of data they need to store. They can handle any amount of data, no matter how large or small, by expanding or contracting accordingly.
I see. So bignums are like flexible containers for storing massive numbers. That's a helpful analogy.
I'm glad the analogy makes sense to you. If you have any more questions about bignums or anything else, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.